Yes, sir. Really proud of our team from taking the long trip to Idaho and coming out with a victory. Obviously, it's been a tough season for us, but we've kept fighting each week and gotten better. And I thought we went up there and played a complete game. It was a tight game, but our defense played really well. We scored just enough on offense, and I thought our special teams was the difference in the football game. So I was really pleased with that, and just the way we've found a way to win a close game. We've lost 5 games with a touchdown or less this year, and it was nice to be on the winning side for the first time in a while. And hopefully that'll give us some momentum. We got a nice open week now, much deserved here for Thanksgiving, and hopefully that'll give us momentum as we go into Georgia Southern in a couple of weeks.
Coach, thank you very much. Our first questions come from Derek Asbury with the Post and Courier. Derek, please go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Piggybacking off of what you just said about losing 5 games by a touchdown or less. I hate to pour salt on the wound, but does this win kind of, make you think about what could have been? Obviously spoke about the team coming together. If they would have come together on a few more of those games.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's obviously when you look back and you lose, you're thinking, man, you were close in some ways, and maybe the season could have been different. But, Derek, we weren't ready to win those games yet. We weren't doing the things necessary. We weren't competing the way we were capable of. We had to go through some of those growing pains to learn how to do it. And hopefully, but with this Saturday, we've learned what it takes to try to win in some of those games, and that'll pay dividends for us as we go forward. Unfortunately, not for this senior class, the wins that they'd like to have, but if we get those lessons learned, then that'll help us going forward.
And, Coach, I'm not sure if you know or not, but Evan was named Special Teams Player of the Week. Can you just kind of talk about how monumental and instrumental he was in the win on Saturday?
Well, he was a big part. Obviously he made the 2 field goals there, which he made, I think, a 52-yarder or 51-yarder. He made 2 field goals, but then his punting, he averaged, I think, right at 40, maybe a little over 40. He pinned Idaho back several times, and then really did a nice job on kickoff. We've had him do all 3 things this year, and he's been pretty consistent for us. And I thought that that's well-deserved honor for him, and really, the offense and defense on both sides were relatively even, and it came down to the special teams, and we won that matchup, and he's a big part of that.
And moving forward, obviously, you want to try to close it out on a good note against Georgia Southern. Can you just kind of talk about preparation for that?
Well, we've got 2 weeks here, so hopefully our guys will try to get a couple days really just to rest up, and I think we played 9 straight games here before a bye game, so it's been a long season. So we really need this bye week just to try to get rested up. We'll get a jump start on them and try to start breaking down their stuff, and hopefully have a decent plan this week where we get a couple practices for them, and then we'll really hit it Sunday when we get back. I know they got their first win Saturday in an impressive style, so they're going to have some confidence, obviously, building off of that. But main thing for us, Derek, is really just trying to get some guys healthy off of the 9 straight games there that we've played. So our more focus will be on that.
If there's nobody else, I'll ask one more.
We got time. I'll let you ask the follow-up, and we have one more in the queue. So go ahead, Derek.
Okay. And you kind of spoke about it earlier, but it seems like for the first time, maybe first or second time, all the pieces kind of came together. The offense scored enough points, defense stepped up, special teams. Can you just kind of talk about, how long you've been waiting to kind of see all 3 of those pieces come together for a win?
Yeah, well, I think that's been probably our the thing that we've tried, Derek, to try to be most consistent is all of us playing, well in a game. We've had games where the defense and special teams played solid and offense is not done consistent, and then we've had other ways where it's been flipped. And, not that we played great on offense by any means Saturday, but we protected the ball. We got first downs on 3rd down when we needed it. We were pretty solid there, and we were able to play off of our defense. Our defense was playing well. And when your defense is playing well, you try to score enough points. You just don't want to put your defense in bad situations. And I thought we did that. And then our kicking game was playing well. So probably the most complete game as far as us playing together and within the flow of the game. And I think you have to have a good understanding of how that works with your team. And that's something we've been working on and trying to get. And fortunately, it came together for us, and we were able to get a victory, which was big for us because our guys have been fighting for a long time here. It was nice for them just to see some results that were tangible. We're seeing results in a lot of ways, but there's nothing that was tangible with a win. And now we got that, hey, here's a win because you've been doing these things, which was nice for those guys to see.
Thank you, Derek. Our next questions come from Alan Blodden with the Sun News. Please go ahead, Alan.
Yeah, Coach. Do you think it was actually 10 games in a row you guys played?
Was it 10?
Game being,
it seems like about Alan. It seems like about 20, but we'll take 10.
Yeah, I mean, one, does it make it? Do you feel it was an even more impressive win for you guys, considering the 10th week in a row you're playing, and you had that long trip, so you had a short week on top of it?
Oh, I don't know if I'd use the word impressive, but it was good to see our guys knowing we took a long trip. We obviously had to leave out earlier than normal, but just to see them prepared, see them play to compete, to continue to fight to win. Obviously, Idaho if they went out, they got a chance at a bowl game and all those things. We were really playing for each other, and seeing us fight for like that and pulling for each other was good to see. It gives you, as your coach, it gives you hope that you're doing the right things, they're buying into it, and that foundation that you want laid is being laid. And hopefully, Alan, that'll be this game getting a win in the way we did will hopefully help us, give us more confidence going into 2 Saturdays from now, and hopefully finish this thing off right and with the senior day and finish with a home win.
I had just one other question. You have waited a long time for the second bye. In the end, though, looking at it, do you feel what are your plans as far as giving the players time off and a chance to see their families for the holiday? And in the end, do you feel it might be beneficial for the team and just the family of it for this to fall on a holiday week where you don't have to push through practices the entire week through a holiday?
Yeah, I think obviously you'd love to have one earlier, but I think it's coming at a great time for our guys being this long together and not having a break. We're out of school right now, so we're giving them some obviously rest. We're going to be on a different schedule than we are normally, but we will practice Tuesday and Wednesday of this week, and then after Wednesday's practice, we'll have a Wednesday morning practice. We will give them off Thursday, Friday, and the rest of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So they'll get 3.5 days there where they have time to spend with some family, get away from here, and then we'll get them back Sunday night for a practice and get back into our normal routine. So, and our practices will be shorter. We'll do some things, obviously, prepare for Georgia Southern, but the main thing for us is trying to get healthy, do some fundamental things, and get healthy, and hopefully come back fresh and as healthy as we can possibly be for our last game.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Alan, and thank you, Coach. That's all the time we have for you today. We do appreciate it.
Thank you all very much. See you later.
Thank you.